Alright, first and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to Apostles of Great Millstone who rule well, and salutations to the Akim out there pushing his truth and sincerity. I want to touch up on the subject. I want to get back on the subject of who's the wicked, and why did they change the depiction of the saints spoken about in Job chapter 9 verse 24. Alright, I'm gonna open up with Obadiah chapter 1 and 4. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, said Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Alright. These Edomites wanted to exalt themselves among the stars. All right, they wanted to they wanted to be the higher than the greatest nation on this earth, which is the nation of Israel, and the nation of Judah. I mean, if you really dig into it, because those nations were that nation was split into two. That's another topic. Yeah, they wanted to exalt themselves as the highest nation on the planet. So that was one of the reasons why, and I mean, and one of the ways they and one of the things that they needed to do to accomplish that was to change the depictions of the saints. All right, because our history was very, like, it was, man, we have the greatest history on the face of the earth. Everywhere we went, we dominated. You know, every captivity, even in our captivities. You know, when we were in every captivity that we went into, that nation that ruled over us was considered the greatest nation at that time that we were in captivity in the hands of our oppressors, you know. But our history, when we ruled on this earth in the days of King David and in the days of Solomon, we were considered the greatest nation on ever, you know. But we were so great that they had to burn a lot of our documents of our history. You know, when the Edomites invaded the land of Israel in 70 A.D. I believe it's A.D. Yeah, around that era, you know. So they not only changed the depictions, they also burnt a lot of broken a lot of artifacts, and burnt a lot of our history to the ground. And what they did, I mean, that was one of the things that they had to do to exalt them, to exalt themselves among the earth. Because if they if the Edomites would have let um our history have still been around that well, if the Edomites would have let our history easily exposed to us, we would have woken up so fast and their kingdom would have fell. All right, because they would have been exposed of liars and the devils that they are. You know, and another. So what they had to do, they had to destroy our history, thus destroying um who we are, because thus destroying um slacking not who we are, but uh destroying us mentally. All right. This is Hosea chapter 4 verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy father, of thy power. Slaki, seeing that thou hast forgotten the law of thy father, of thy power, I will also forget thy children. All right. Because once that knowledge was given back um to us um through the apostles of GMS, um and through their apostles, and ultimately through the Spirit, um our our uh our history was being exposed to us again, and we started waking up. But there were a large there is a large, because this is at this present time, there is a lot of our people who reject this knowledge, even though it's being exposed. Slacky. Um, even though I mean, although even though it's being exposed, Jake is rejecting the knowledge, and and um and our power said, if since you want to forget me, I'm gonna forget you. You know, and I'm gonna destroy you when that time comes. And that's talking about the 2/3 of our people, because not all of our people are gonna be destroyed, but the Lord knew that that a large amount of our people was not gonna hearken unto the word of hearken unto the um the word of our power. Um, this is Baruch chapter 2 verse 30. For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff necked people. All right, so our power is saying that he knew that a lot of our people wasn't gonna get it, because our people is hard headed, you know. Because for I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff necked people, but in the land of their captivity they shall remember themselves. All right, and that's also talking about the 144,000 elective of our people that is gonna hearken unto um this this truth, you know. So it was prophesied, and this prophecy is coming to pass as we speak. you know. And it's the brother Bashar coming at y'all with this truth and shalom.